It was the hour before poetry's awake. The earth in slumber of prose slept. Rhythms lost in dark, tunes dormant, lay unheard. Heavens, in strange mystery, conceal the magic men were destined to see. Sudden lights floundered in tenebrous wombs, like lightning thunders in absence of clouds. The agony of cavil shrieked as the poet, words after words after words, like strings of pearls, weaved, created a novel sound, music that was beauty's kiss. And the poet couldn't believe what he did. And thus, at that hour, poetry was born, a cure to men's wounds that bleeds, a lullaby to lure God to sleep, an expression of earth's eternal joy.
And thus, at that hour, poetry was born. Every 21st March, we celebrate World Poetry Day to encourage people to read, write, teach poetry and recognize the contributions which this form of art makes to human society. And today, on World Poetry Day, we welcome you all to the story of ballads. A ballad is a form of poetry, often a style of narrative that is set to music and has its origins in the medieval French language, which means dance songs, and is a characteristic feature of the form of poetry practiced in Britain and Ireland. Join us as we celebrate the story of ballads through art, music, dance, and recitations.
The Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stoppest thou me? The bridegroom's doors are opened wide, and I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is said. Mayst hear the merry din? He holds him with his skinny hand. There was the ship, quoth he. Hold off! Unhand me, greybeard loon! Eftsoons his hand dropped he. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still and listens like a 3 years child. The mariner hath his will. The wedding guest sat on a stone. He cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The ship was cheered, the harbour cleared. Merrily did we drop below the kirk, below the hill, below the lighthouse top. The sun came upon the left. Out of the sea came he, and he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. Higher and higher every day, till over the mast at noon, the wedding guest here bet his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon.
I met a lady in the meads, full beautiful, a fairy's child.
Her hair was long, her foot was light, and her eyes were wide.
I made a garland for her head, and bracelets too, and fragrant zone.
She looked at me as she did love, and made a sweet moan.
I set her on my pacing steed, and nothing else saw all day long.
For sidelong would she bend and sing a fairy's song.
She found me roots of relish sweet, and honey wild, and manna dew.
And sure in language Strange, she said, I love thee true.
And sure in language strange, she said, I love thee true.
Oh, east is east and west is west, never twine shall meet, till earth and sky stand presently at God's great seat. But there's neither east nor west, water, not bread, not word. Oh, east is east and west is west, never twine shall meet.
A slumber did my spirit seal. I had no human fears. She seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. No motion has she now, no force. She neither hears nor sees, rolled round in earth's diurnal course, with rocks and stones and trees. A slumber did my spirit seal. I had no human fears.